Cats are playing. Alright, so it's 11 a.m. I'm 2 hours late. But I'm 2 hours late on purpose. And it's not really my fault. I guess it's kind of my fault, but I woke up with a horrible migraine. Like neck stiff, pounding, pressure, like, I don't know if it's because I left the windows open, the heat off last night. I only got down to like 59, 58 outside. But that's about what it was when I got home last night, about 10:30. And it was still like 70 degrees in here, or more, when I got home, because it was still warm from the day. I had the windows open all day, and the heater off, and the AC off, so doing it right. It was still warm, so I'm like, I'm just going to go to bed. I checked the temperature, it wasn't going to get any lower than like 58. And I'm like, and then it's going to slowly increase, from like 6 o'clock in the morning up to about 77 later today. So something like that. So I'm like, I'll just leave them open, look cool. And I went to bed after I finished editing yesterday's video and letting it process overnight. And I'm sitting there, I think I need to take some Excedrin before I go to bed. I'm like, I should probably take some Excedrin before bed. But I sat there, I'm like, no, I just got home and just had some food, and I just took that HMB free acid tablet. I'm like, I can't take Excedrin. And I keep forgetting that the shit that I take is natural shit. I mean, I'm sure that HMB stuff is like, I don't want to say it's synthesized, because it's not. It's probably concentrated, I will say that. But it's all natural stuff, like the multivitamins, it's vitamins and minerals, turmeric pill, fish oil, ashwagandha root, and then that HMB tablet. It's not like I'm taking other medicine or alcohol. I'm like, if I need to take Excedrin, I can take. Even when I drink alcohol, I don't drink. Drink. I might have a beer every so often. And just an example, I think I mentioned it before. I still have some Sam Adams Winter Lager that I bought on Christmas Eve. I have 5 of the 6-pack. And like a half thing of eggnog that probably needs to be thrown away. But then again, I bought it for me and my kids and my daughter's boyfriend that came over. But they also had plans with, his family, and my son really doesn't care for beer too much, which is understandable. I didn't really like beer at 21 either. But I drank it because everybody else was drinking it. I was like, I gotta drink that too. Then you acquire a taste for beer, so, and then alcohol, hard liquor, you can mix with drinks. So, and then you just do shots because everybody else is doing it. You suck it up until you like it. Same thing, acquired taste. But yeah, if I will get it. I get migraine so much that if I have one beer, I will have a hangover the next morning. It's not a hangover like a typical hangover, like you drank too much and you're going through withdrawal symptoms, because that's what a hangover is. It just irritates my already whatever issue I have with getting migraines. So I don't drink enough anymore. Like when I was younger, I would drink enough, but I never drink enough to even get any more than slightly tipsy. Because at 44, if you're going out to get drunk, just because you got an issue. I'm not talking about going out to a party and having fun, but if you're just going out and drinking, I like to enjoy what I'm drinking. So, but I know that if I don't take 2 Excedrin before I go to bed, I'm going to have a worse migraine than I had this morning. And I never drink enough that I can't take those 2 Excedrin safely. So I don't know why I was like, oh, I can't take those after taking that. I'm like, and I should have taken. So it could have been because it was cold. It just made my muscles stiff, my neck stiff, and that probably caused it, because it's one of those stiff neck ones that just shoot up the back of my neck to the sides of my head. And those are the ones that like kill me. Other than that, I can usually tolerate it throughout the day. Like the pain in the back of the eye ones, I'm just like, I can deal with that. It's just like really obnoxious. But these ones are the ones that I'm like, I can't get up. So I took some Excedrin this morning, tried to go back to sleep, and of course I have one window that faces the east, and that sun just, so I have like 100% blackout curtains. But of course, as soon as I lay back down and I do this and I face the back window, because that's where the pain was going. So I was like, my cat goes and sticks his head between the two curtains and just like, I'm like, oh, it's like shining a, cop spotlight in my eye. So I yelled at him and he ran off. And the curtains closed again. So I laid around, I tried to go back to sleep a little bit. Laid around, got up, moved around, did everything I could. I think it's tolerable right now so I can get my workout done. I thought about it too. I don't have anything that's going to require me to be bending over for a long period of time. I don't know what's involved in this. I don't think I've done this workout before, even though I've had these for like 8, 9 years, 10 years or so. I don't think the hips, buns, and thighs video is one that I've done before. But I don't think these hip-hop ab videos that there really is any bending over. But then again, it is a hips, buns, and thighs one, so who knows? And with this, they might start twerking in this thing, but then again, you probably don't need to bend over for that. If I start twerking on this thing, then I don't want to hear anybody else's excuse about being embarrassed to go to the gym or anything else. I'm live streaming on 3 platforms and recording, and I'm doing these goofy ass hip hop ab videos. That work, by the way, they do work. I sweat my ass off. I think I sweat more doing these hip hop ab videos than I did on those Turbo Jam videos. Just saying, they can be cheesy, but they work. And then I got front squats, wide plie squats, leg extensions. I think the only thing I'm going to be doing is leg curls, but I'm not bending over. I'll be laying flat on the bench. And then I got the standing and seated calf raises. So no, because that was some of the issues I had before. And I couldn't work out if I was doing a routine that I had to, constantly be doing something like this. And I don't know. I'm just rambling right now because just making sure I'm good to go. But I want to be off topic for a minute. I know there's nobody in here. There's 2 people in here. I think somebody's on Instagram. So I didn't know about this until I got home last night, because typically when I would leave for the day for a while, when I was focused more on making my TikTok videos, or my more, I don't want to say necessarily political, but I guess yes, political, opinionated videos, I would get in my car and I'd say, hey, the app, I don't want to say it because it'll pop up on like all 3 of these screens, and it would say, pop up, and I'd say good morning, and it would say, good morning, Joseph, here's your daily news update, blah, blah, after doing the weather and shit, the time is now, and the weather for the day is, and here's your daily news update. And I would listen to the news for the next half hour to 2 hours, depending on how long it would stay on. And then I would sometimes turn it over to NPR, sometimes the other one, the Akron talk radio station. And I'd listen to the news for a while. And then after, I think about half the day, I get kind of bored, and it would just get repetitive, and I would go back and turn on my radio. But as of late, or lately, it means the same thing, I've just been hopping in, turning on my Spotify playlist, and that's it. So it's not even the radio, it's my Spotify on my phone. So there's absolutely no commercials, there's no news breaks, there's no nothing. Then when I get home, I don't have TV, I have streaming services. So I'm watching one of those, I'm doing that, I'm not editing my videos or making videos. So I kind of been a little bit out of the loop, and that kind of bothers me because I like to stay on top of things, and I think I have a very good, I try to be straight down the middle, very logical, understanding both sides type of person with that type of opinion, where, you know, I hate this all this one-sided bullshit, you know. But, so apparently, I think there was another school shooting. Then before that, we had a school shooting yesterday. Before that, we had that racially motivated shooter like a week beforehand. And then before that, we had another racially motivated shooter that news doesn't want to call a racially motivated shooter. But of course, this one being another school shooting is now everybody's up in arms, so to speak, about the gun control again. And I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, and I don't want to take away from the tragedy that has happened. But if you notice, a lot of this bullshit has started now that the midterm elections are coming up, and the Democrats have lost a lot of their popularity and in the polls and everything. And all this stuff happened under major Democratic control. I mean, they have 51 votes if needed, obviously, because Kamala is the tiebreaker, basically. That's her role. She's the president. She's the vice president, but she's the president of the Senate. So if there's a 50-50 tie on anything that only requires 50 votes, then she's a tiebreaker. So they have technically the majority of the Senate, they have the majority of the House, and they have the White House. And everything has gone to shit under their control, and now that midterms are coming up, a lot of the button pushing for Democrats has been popping up. And everything that they've had issues with, now they're trying to fix. I'm not saying that that's an issue, that's what's causing these shootings, but I'm not. You know, those are all individual people. But it's just amazing that every time there's an election cycle, the news is just spitting out all this shit. Somebody posted on Twitter, I don't know if it's a fact or not because it's just somebody on Twitter, said this is the 212th mass shooting in 2022 so far. I haven't listened to the news a lot, but I am constantly on social media, and I follow a lot of the Democratic leaders as well because, you know your enemy. They're not my enemy, but I don't want them to be my enemy. But you have to know both sides. So I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok. I'm constantly scrolling through shit. You would think that I would have heard about more than these last 3 if there's been 212 mass shootings. But now that we're coming up to the midterms, now the news is going to be like, they pick and choose what they want to tell you in the mainstream media, and that is a problem. Okay? Now, let's put that aside because that's just the media. My uncle posted last night. He's probably not going to watch any of these. I know he watches my highlight reels, but encouraged me to keep going, which is good. I love him. But he did post about, he goes, when's this going to stop? He goes, where were the NRA good guy with guns yesterday? Where were they at? You know, they said there's always a good guy with guns. You know, good guys with guns stop bad guys with guns. Well, I commented on it, and I wasn't trying to be defensive because he goes, how are they going to defend? How can you? Why are they still defending guns? How can you make it more about defending guns than about what happened? Why do you care more about your guns than you care about this? And that is not the case any time at all when it comes to this. If you ask the NRA, they don't like this stuff either. They don't want this stuff either. But I told him, I said, well, this was a school shooting. The good guys with guns would not have been there in the school with their guns. You're not allowed to have guns in school. This is a prime example of gun control laws. All right? The good guys with guns follow the rules. So the good guys with guns, if they have guns, they would have had them locked in their car if they were in the building at that time. Because I know damn well I carry every day, all day long. And if I go to a place, if I go drop off a delivery to a place that I am not allowed to carry a gun, and that gun gets, I dropped off to schools. I've dropped off to schools, I've dropped off to banks. I'm not sure about the bank one, because there's never a sign on the front that says you can't have a gun. But, you know, I drop off to schools, I drop off to banks, I drop off to hospitals, all these places that I am legally not allowed to carry inside these buildings, retirement homes, nursing homes. And for the most part, I try to be respectful of the businesses that say, we don't want your gun in here, okay? Just so you know, those signs that say, it is illegal to carry on this premises, like if you go to a restaurant or a hair salon or something that has that sign in the window, that's unless that's your state. In my state, those signs basically say, it is legal to carry a firearm on this premises in accordance with this code or something like that. It does not mean that I am going to be arrested if I walk in with that gun. It means that if they tell me to leave because I have a gun on me, then, and I don't, because I'm like, oh, I have my constitutional carry, I have my concealed carry, I have the Second Amendment, you can't kick me out, I'm allowed to be here. Well, it's a private business. They can kick me out if they don't want me to. Or if they want me to. If they want to. They can kick me out if they want to. And if I don't leave, then I can be arrested for trespassing. Okay? They have a right to kick me out because I have that gun in their business. Alright? They can't just, I'm not going to be in trouble for walking in with the gun. That's not what the code is. So, but that's beside the point. So any of these places that I'm not legally allowed to carry, the gun gets locked in my car. I take it out of my holster, I put it in the holster in the car, I lock the doors, I go inside, I deliver my food, I come back out, put the gun back into my holster, and I drive off. Okay? So, if I happen to walk into that school with an order and somebody starts shooting, I do not have my gun on me. I cannot be the good guy with the gun. Okay? This happened in Texas where everybody and their mom has a gun. Okay? The good guy with the gun thing does happen in Texas when it can happen in Texas. Or it can happen anywhere. The good guy with the gun can happen if there happens to be a good guy with the gun. The church shooting. The one church shooting where the old gentleman got up and shot the guy before he could get enough rounds off to do, I know he probably got one or two people. There was another one in Texas where there were enough guys around with guns when these terrorist people, I don't know what it was. I think it was, I don't know what it was. It was a terror. They're all terrorist attacks. They see them with the guns, and before they could even get any rounds off at all, these guys took them out. You know, the good guys with guns took them out. So, good guys with guns are around. It's just we follow the rules. Okay, so if it's in a school, we don't have our guns if we're there. And most likely, we're not there because we have no reason to be there at the school. This is why there are no good guys with guns at the school. Guns are not allowed in school. Even as much as we've been talking about arming teachers, like they're not prison guards, they're not police officers. You know, well, it would be better for them to take a chance at saving more lives than just throwing their bodies in front of it. Just saying. I don't know anybody commenting. I don't want to miss any comments. Anybody's commenting. Okay, I don't see anything. This is not what I wanted to talk about today, but I don't want to sit here and do my workout and pretend nothing happened. Okay. So, and I did want to make sure I addressed that. And also another good point about the good guy with guns. I had a situation yesterday where it wasn't anything horrible, okay, but I was bagging up, and I had like a big order at Aldi's on Instacart, and I was in the bagging area. I hate doing that, but for $65 going 2 miles away, sure, I will stand there and bag groceries. But some guy just, you know, he's got 2 bags. Because they have some kind of decent stuff there that's not just food. They have some like trinket stuff, and they have like an electric grill. But the guy he's got a mask on, face mask on, and he's kind of like walking out, just slowly walking out the door, just casually, like he knows what he's doing. And the cashier's like, "Excuse me, sir, do you have a receipt? Did you pay for it?" He goes, "Yeah." And he keeps going, but she was the only cashier, so she knows he didn't pay. But he came from the back of the line and started walking out. And everybody's like, "Stop! You need to come back and pay those." Now, I could have chased the guy out. I could have stopped the guy dead in his tracks. Not literally, but literally. And made him. I could have stopped him and made him shit himself and drop the shit and run off. And save the product. Okay, very easily, I could have pulled my gun and stopped the guy. But I am the good guy with the gun. Okay? I follow the rules. Okay? I'm not trying to play hero to save $100 worth of product and possibly hurt somebody or kill them. Okay, I'm not going to play the hero to save Aldi's $100 that they can claim on their insurance. All right, and I risk hurting anybody that's around me or him when he is not a threat to myself. He's not a threat to life and limb to myself or anybody else there, because he just walked out the door, and as soon as he got away from the door, he took off. Okay, he was no physical threat to anybody else. So a good guy with the gun follows the rules. I'm not going to pull my gun on somebody who's not a threat, a physical threat. That's what happens when you have a good guy with the gun. Okay? We follow the rules, we follow the laws, and that's the problem with gun control, is because the only ones who follow the laws are the good guys, are the law-abiding citizens. That is the problem. Until you can get all the guns off the streets, gun control laws are not going to work. You can take my guns when you ensure me that all the rest of the guns are gone. All the illegal guns are gone. So, now I know there's some of these things that actually happen that where the guns are acquired legally. And maybe, yes, I do not disagree with sensible background checks. I do not disagree with all that. I don't think there is. I also believe that there probably should be training. Okay, gun safety training before you can actually get that gun. I know that kind of goes against the infringing upon. All right, but so does any other thing. Your freedom of speech does not come with out some non-freedom of speech. All right? You can say whatever the hell you want as long as it's not going to cause danger to somebody else or physical harm to somebody else. You can't incite violence. I can't tell somebody to go, I'm like, go beat him up. And then he goes and beats him up. I'm just as much in trouble as the other guy who actually did that. So I have no issue with ensuring, because you're not going to give somebody who has the mentality of a 5-year-old, like literally, you know, I'm not, again, not making fun of certain people, but somebody on the autism spectrum who is like full on, okay? I don't know the terms, I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, but full on autism cannot, you know, do anything on their own. Are you going to give them a gun to play with? He has a right. He's a U.S. citizen. He has a right. You can infringe it. You can't infringe upon it. That would be dumb. Okay? So there needs to be some rules against it. I have no problem with that. And the problem, I'm going to tell you right now, the problem with anything, with society in general these days, is that parents don't raise their kids anymore. They don't teach their kids. Back when guns were like a common thing among everybody, every family, everybody had at least one gun in the house. Parents taught their children how to use it. Generation. They taught them how to use it. But as guns have not become as commonplace and needed in everyday life, that has lost. It's been lost. And now there is no respect, okay? Especially with all the action movies and the hardcore gangster lifestyle being celebrated. Everybody wants to look hard, look tough, have this. How many Facebook pictures have you guys seen? Not recently, but like let's say 10 years ago, when you know all these little hard-ass kids got on there. They would do the exact same thing back in the early 90s. If we had Facebook back in the 90s, you know how many people would be dressed up like Biggie and Tupac and everything else, flashing guns, you know, whatever else. And anything. Just everybody standing there with their guns in their picture. I'm like, you know, trying to look hard and tough and pointing the gun at the camera. You know, that's ridiculous. I don't mind seeing somebody holding their gun in the right, you know, posing with their gun. That's not a problem. As long as you're holding it properly, your finger's not in the trigger, you're holding it, you know, it's away from, technically it should be this way, not this way, toward the ground, away from everybody. As long as you're posing with it properly, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care what color you are, I don't care what kind of gun it is. As long as you're handling it properly and I don't care if you're posing for a picture. Hey, check out my new gun. I took a picture of mine when I got it. It was sitting on my lap. It was completely empty. I know it was empty because it was empty when I bought it, and I double checked it again when I got home and set it down. It was sitting on my lap. Just, you know, I'm like, got a new toy today, and I didn't say toy, but so there is no respect for the tool anymore. And that is the problem. Nobody respects it. My son, I took him shooting after I got it. Took him to the gun range with me after I got it. And I said, hey, did you have fun? He goes, well, I'm not going to say it was fun. It's a gun. And I'm like, I looked at him, he goes, I was like, what? And he's like, I enjoyed it, but I'm not going to say shooting a gun is fun. And I thought that was probably one of the most mature things I've ever heard a teenager say in my life. He goes, it's shooting a gun. I'm not going to say that was fun. I can say that I enjoyed it, but it feels wrong to say it was fun. And I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. You know, the respect for the tools that we use has been lost. Think about a technician who's been working for 30, 40 years, 20, 30 years, and he's got thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of tools in his toolbox that he takes care of. You know, all nice and neat, you know, pretty, you know, everything else. He's got a place for everything. Here comes the new kid. He's just throwing his tools left because he bought the cheap set, throwing them in there, whatever. You know, same thing every new technician does. And he goes, hey, can I borrow? He goes, hey, you need this tool for that. It's in my top drawer. So the kid walks over, you know, opens a drawer, grabs it, slams the drawer, walks away, does it, drops his tool on the floor. I'd be screaming at him too. No respect for the tools that we use because nobody taught them that. That kid's going to learn today to respect tools, especially when he has to buy brand new tools. Now, granted, a lot of the hand tools, pretty much every hand tool you'll buy comes with a lifetime warranty. But that doesn't cover the electric power tools or the air tools and things like that, or the diagnostic tools that cost thousands upon thousands of dollars. Your hand tools, yeah, you break a wrench, go back to Craftsman, go back to Lowe's, whatever else, get a new hand tool for free. You're good to go. But this, you're liable for. So, weights, everything, respect for them. I mean, I need to get these weights off the ground, but at least I have a place for them and they stay there. And for the most part, I have padding and carpeting. It's like a rubber mat too. You can drop them a little bit, it's not a big deal. All right, but I'm not going to throw my weights across the fucking room. Respect for the tools that you use. Nobody teaches respect for anything anymore. Not even people. Nobody teaches respect for people anymore. And that is the worst. That right there is worse than not teaching the respect for the tools. We have no respect for each other. We are all looking out for number one. So when somebody someone disrespects us, we get pissed off, we internalize it, so we're going to disrespect them worse. And this is where all this bullshit happens. We have no respect for others. We have no respect for anything. We have no respect for discipline anymore. A fight breaks out at school. I'm sorry I'm getting on this kick, and this has nothing to do with what I'm supposed to be doing, and I only have one person watching me, but a fight breaks out in school. Not even a fight. A bully picks on a kid at school. Starts beating him up. Starts punching him, drilling him, boom, 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 you know, whatever. Walked by him, gave him a funny look, and the bully's mad. You know, you shouldn't be looking at me like that. You're not my level, blah, blah, blah. Start hitting him. They both get suspended because fighting will not be tolerated. Even though everybody in the hallway saw Johnny come over and push Billy to the ground and then start beating on him for no reason whatsoever. They both get suspended. I remember in high school, we had a guy named Kyle. Everybody's on my Instagram, who I went to high school with. We have a guy named Kyle, 6'7", I think. Probably the nicest guy, one of the nicest guys in school, calm, mellow. Didn't even play. I don't think he played basketball either. He was on the football team for sure. And I think he did shot put or something. But I don't remember. Nicest guy. One of the nicest guys in school. New little punk ass freshman comes, shorter than me. He's probably about we'll say about here, about 5'4". He's got a little girth on him, but not much. You know, he's more like posing than anything else. You know. I don't know what the hell happened, but Kyle, standing against one of the poles, you know, one of the pillars, columns in the lunchroom, he's got his bag on his shoulder. He's just like, okay, whatever. And dude's looking at his face. He's like, literally looks like half his fucking size, like that. It's just, and Kyle's just like, just standing there. He's like, okay, you can go now, whatever. So the dude just turns around and then just, bam! I mean, literally, he had to do that. Kyle goes like this and comes right back, and he's just like, and that's it. He didn't raise his fist, didn't do nothing. The whole lunchroom, everybody is watching this shit. Everybody, teachers, everybody sees the whole damn thing. You know, the teachers are like, okay, they're just arguing, and whatever, and then, because nobody got loud. Nobody got loud. But everybody's watching to make sure nothing's going to happen. And then just that fist came out of nowhere. Teachers come over, push him back. They both got suspended. Both of them. Kyle had no reason to be suspended. He did absolutely nothing to this kid. Nothing. Kid just wanted to, you know, he was flexing, posing. What do? You want to be the baddest kid in school? You go pick on the biggest guy, even though Kyle's not a badass. He's everybody's friend. So, but I guarantee you, if it was outside of school, Kyle would have crushed him if he had to. We have no respect for anybody else and no respect for the tools that we use. Is that? Jaden, did you hear me talking about you? If you're still there. My son's on Instagram. Or at least he was. I don't know if he's still there or not. So, yeah, that is the problem. The guns are not the problem. The lack of respect for the tools, the lack of teaching younger generations the respect and for the tools that is the problem. It's the problem with everything. That's why 16-year-olds, when they get their license, go flying down the street, because we don't teach them to respect the equipment. That's why so many teenage kids, it's not because they're horrible drivers. It's because we don't remember to teach them the respect for the road, and the respect for other people, and the respect for themselves, and the respect for the tools. That's the problem. Somebody posted a meme on Facebook that I saved to my phone. It's on my phone, but I can't look it up. But it said, how is it that we banned abortions, which they still haven't, but how is it that we banned abortions faster than we banned assault weapons? So technically, first thing I want to address, there's no such thing as an assault weapon, but at the same time, everything is an assault weapon. My intentions in using this hammer decide whether it's an assault weapon or not. So, but here's the thing. Here is the thing. Okay? It's not, again, back to the tool portion. I can't believe I lost her beyond here talking about the tools. It's not the tool. You don't ban the scalpel that they use, or whatever tool they use for the abortion. You don't ban the stirrups. You don't ban the spreader. You don't ban the scalpel. You don't ban whatever the clamps, whatever they use, the tools they use to perform the abortion. You don't ban the tools for the abortion. You don't ban the tool that somebody uses to kill somebody else. Okay, I don't care what your belief is on what abortion is, what the difference between a fetus and human life is. I don't care. That's your opinion. However, it is illegal to kill another human being in any other form other than self-defense or self-preservation or defense of another person. That is the only way that it's illegal. Or that's the only way it's legal, is in defense. You don't ban the tool. You make it the crime of killing. That's what abortion is. It's killing another person. You don't ban the tool. Abortion is not the same thing as an assault rifle. A scalpel is the same thing as an assault rifle. It's the tool. Which I'm going to make a video about that later. But anyway, that's that. So no, us good guys with guns, us gun owners, us Second Amendment defenders, we're not defending the gun over the tragedy. However, you don't ban the tool, because the tool is not the problem. The problem is the people using those tools improperly. So, yeah. That's that. I'm done with that. I think my migraine's gone now. So I'm sorry. I don't like going on those kicks. I want to keep all that stuff out of my workout videos. Again, there's nobody here. Somebody follow me though. But yeah, I will probably cut that out of my YouTube one. But since I was on live, I wanted to address that, so I gotta restart all this stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna there, like never happened. I'm saying it. Okay, so it is week 7, day 3. It is leg day part 1. It is leg day. It is leg day with 2 sets, not just 1. This time I do have everything ready to go at this point. I have the right glasses. I have that muted. I have music queued up. I have everything on. Everything's running. I have the thing queued up there. Good thing today's my day off. So I have a lot of shit to do. I got a lot of dishes to do. Clean the litter boxes. Mow the lawn. I got to pull weeds. I don't want to do all. I got to do all this shit. The lawn, grass is freaking high because it rained all week last week. And I hate mowing the grass when it's wet, because then it just clumps up at the bottom of the bag in the push mower bag, and then it just gets. I gotta stop every like 3 seconds, but then I'm gonna have to stop every 3 seconds now because the grass is so damn long. But it hasn't rained the last 3-4 days, and it's been pretty warm, so hopefully it'll be nice and dry. I'll have to do that later today or probably tomorrow. I don't know. Okay, so I said it was leg day. I said it was leg day, didn't I? Yeah, I went on a major rant. For those of you on YouTube, I went on a major rant, and I cut it out of the video. So, but it took forever, and it was nothing to do with the workout or anything. See, I didn't have to say anything. Okay, so, ow, I'm actually sore. I'm actually sore from Monday's workout, which is good. Alright, so once again, I'm going to reiterate the fact that with our workouts today, just like every other day this week, we have our notes from 2 weeks ago, our last week of the 1 of 30s. Back in frame. So yeah, so basically we're taking whatever we wrote down as what we would do the next time if we were continuing the 1 of 30 cycle. Whether that means the weight would stay the same or whether we're going to increase it. Whatever that is, we are going to increase it on top of that. It will go up instead of 1 increment, 2 increments, or instead of staying the same, it'll go up 1 increment. It's like back squats, I have a dash next week, meaning I'm going to do the same weight again next week if we were doing 1 of 30. So that means I'm going to take it up 1 increment, which on the squats would be 10 pounds, 10 extra pounds. The wide plie squats, I have a plus there, which means I would take it up 1 increment, which would be 10 pounds, which means it's actually going to go up 20 pounds. And just for an example, that just means we're going from 10 to 20 on the back squats, and we're going from 10 to 30 on the wide plie squats. Yes, I know it's still a lot, it's still very lightweight, but I'm still pushing weight that I shouldn't have on me. So, and I'm starting off with this hips, buns, and thighs workout, which I think is kind of stupid of me. The whole reason I did that learn and burn workout was to avoid doing extra leg work in my warm-up that I needed to do. Yeah, now I'm going to do this hips, buns, and thighs thing before I do legs. But I thought about it, and I do an ab sculpting video before I do my ab work. So yeah, this video is, holy crap, it's 25 minutes. Again, I don't care if you think I look stupid doing this. This whole thing looks goofy and cheesy. It still works. All day long.
Hey, how you doing?
I might have done it before.
Welcome to Hip Hop Ad. You know what? This is called Hip, Buns, and Thighs, y'all. We're gonna work it out. You know what? So you can look cute in your jeans. Are you ready to go? Let's go. You know what? Step that right. Look, just step. Now look, I got Tanya over here to my left. She's gonna give you beginning modification for you. Okay? So if you're to look at Tanya, it's good. Just go with her. Are we ready, y'all? Come on. Let's work the core, work the thighs. Here we go. Let's get it low. Right here. Get down. Come on, please. Now when you go down, I want you to bend the knees and tighten up your abs here. Ready? Let's add some arms in here. Push, pull. Push, hit. Now when you pull, you really contract your obliques here. So let's go right here. Come on. Move to me. Let's move. Smooth. Remember, tighten low. Push high. Go back for more. Come on, push. You got it, y'all. Hit. Come up again. Yeah. You got it. Let's work it out. Move back. Come on. Just move and groove. Stay here. Now cross the arms. Look. I'm crossing and I'm bending at these and I'm hip hopping. Work. Come on, groove. Look. I'm tightening down. Pushing down. 8 more. Right here. Go 8 and 7 and 6. Are you good? Are you ready to move? Move to me. Let's go. Move. Hit. Tighten up. Bend your knees. Work the quads back now. Push. You good? Hit it. Come on, go. Push up. And back. Come on, groove. Go back again. You got it. Hit. Yeah. March it out. Right back. Come on, march. All right, good. Feeling good. Keep the core nice and tight. See? I'm just in here. Just march it tight. March wide. Right here. March it out. Now, we're going to go into something called a rock. Just lifting your body. Lifting your shoulders. Right and left, ready? Rock, right, left, single, push, work out. And when your body goes down, tighten up your ass. You would like my breathing exercise. I said, yeah, go. Now, 4 more, like this. Have fun with it, but keep it in things. Work. Get it 2 and 2, like this. Work. Yeah. Come on. Find your own groove. You got it in you. And push. Remember, work your ass, work the quad, and push. Come on, 4 more, right here. 4, let's add some arms, y'all. Put it up, 2 and 2. Work, yeah, y'all. Big, move, y'all. How we doing? Yeah, how we doing? Push it up, 8 more. Remember, when your hands come up, tighten up your ass, push. 4 more, here. You know what? I love to move left into the dance floor. Go, push, work, hit, move. Come back now, go, hit. Are we good? Come on, move. Now remember, keep the knees slightly bent right here. Push, move back, and go. Here we go, right here. Basic bounce center. Come on, together. Now look, I'm doing my basic bounce. Tilt up tight, in effect, look. Breathe, everything's working here. Come on, we're going into what I call the lower body groove. So we're going to step out. Keep the knees bent, knees over ankles, ready? Step right foot out, right here, groove, 7, 6, Hey, bring it together, groove, come on. Now, when you come together, squeeze it in the body. Stay back, left out. Push, stay down, work, yeah. Bring it together, come on, hit. You can groove how you want. At your arms in, when we go down from the shoulders, go 8, hit, go. Push, and just move it here. Groove, how we doing, y'all? Hit, go down again. Come on, push. Come on, all in the core, all in the quad. Step up, right. Now, do it again, look. 4 and 4, right here, look. You go 4, 3, drive the car. Push out, hold, blink, burst again. Come on, hit. You got it, stay with, stay low. Push it out, groove. Yeah, how we doing? Push, hit. You know what? Let's funk it out. 2 and 2. Oh, baby, come on, 2, it, go. Work out. Push, and come on. Get the quads in there. Come on, y'all. Push. Come on. 4 moves right here. Go 4. Are you in there? 2 more right here. Groove. Hey. Right center right here. Oh, I feel it. Give me some skin, y'all. Work it out. Come on. Feeling good. This is your time to shake your legs out. We're going to something called the heel toe. Look, march wide right here. Look, wide out. Heel toe. Right foot up and back like this. You gotta groove and push and groove. Now what I want you to get used to is keeping that left knee bent, okay? Knee over the ankle. Just dropping it here. Lift and back. Keep it bent. Start to fire up that quadricep, right? We're gonna work the glutes too. Go low right here, look. I'm going down, knee over ankle, and push. I'm turning my foot out here, but most of the weight is staying on my left side, so you keep it safe, okay? Don't put too much weight on your right knee. Stay here, okay? And push. Here we go. Stay here. Add your arms. Both arms up here. Triceps back. Push and lift. You gotta feel the work. You know why? Because when I see you walking down the street, I want you to be like, I'm cute in my jeans, but and for sure, dig. You ready to go tempo? I can't hear you. You too. Let's go tempo. Push, work. Come on, push it down. Dig it down. Come on. You feel it working? Fire it up. Fire it up. Come on, dig. That's 8. Come on. Let's say 8 and 7. How many more, y'all? 4 and 3. Come on. 1. March it out and burn. Work. Yeah. Come on. Now shake it out again. Shake it out. Look, I'm shaking. Do it. Yeah. Come on. Right, left. Now look. We gotta go to the other side. We can't walk lopsided. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stay centered. Here we go. Look. Left leg up and back. Heel toe. Look. Heel. Toe. Groove. So now when the heel comes up tight, see, even when I'm standing low, I'm tight, look, sneak peek, come down, and again, ready? So here, now what I need you to do is go up and down. Remember our form, up, knee over ankle, up, weight stay to the right side, push, turn out the left, so push. Are we good? 4 more, go 4, and hit down, hit, 2 more, we're gonna funk it out in a minute. Get the form, make sure, add your arms right here. Push and drop, y'all. Push and drop, y'all. Come on, push and drop. Push, triceps, go back. Come on, 4 more. 2 more right here. Are we ready to go tempo? Let's work it out. Let's hit it. Push, dig down, work it out. Come on, take it up the ass. Exhale. Push it down. Last 8. Come on, bite it out. Push it down. Cute. Work it out. 4 more. And 3. And 2. March out. Whoa. All right. So we're feeling good. We got those legs nice and strong. But you know what? I'm going to march it wide right here. Because you know what's about to happen? I'm going to take this right. Knees over the ankle, the foundation. Take it down and up right here. Go down and up right here. Go down and up. See? Knee over ankle and I'm pushing and I'm here. And guess what? I'm pushing my hips back and I'm gigging. Okay, come on. 4 more right here. Go 4 and 3. Now, let's go tempo right here. Push it. Funky out. Go in. Push. Now, when you come down, I want you to tighten up the core. But guess what? You gotta have a good time, but I don't want you to feel like you forget about your safety moves, okay? Knees over ankles, 4 and 3. You know what? Let's watch it out, y'all. Are we feeling good? Come on, yeah. All right, so let's just groove here. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to take that mark out wide again, okay? And what I need you to do now, plant the feet and come down low. Tighten up the core. Arms up. Crunching your arms down to the right side. Here we go. Up and center. Now, as I do this, I'm going into my tilt tuck and tighten back to let you know you'll get to know it very well, okay? Get it lower into that squat. You got it? Push down. And here we go. We're going to start to bring our elbows to our knees. Look, push down and up and push and up. We keep on grooving and sit into the squat. A little more so we can work those buns. Come on. And push. Do you feel it? And go. How about one more? Good? Watch out right here. All right. Good. Now we're going to go back down into that. What we're going to do is we're going to do something that are a little lower to the floor. So make sure you use your core for follow Tanya, okay? So here we go. Go back in that position. Come a little lower. Bring your arms up here. Now, left hand goes to the floor. Ready? Push. Touch it. Come center. And touch. And you can rock it and squeeze the oblique. How we doing, y'all? Come on. And get it. And work it. And push. All right, get your rear nice and far back. But guess what? Let's go. Tempo right here. Tempo work. Yeah, I'm peeking at you. I can still see you work. Come on. And dig. And go. Come on. Last shake. Can we get 8 more? Yeah, go for it. And you know what? Let's watch it out right here. Word. Oh, my hands and shake it out. Shake it out. Good. Now, we're going to some legs, okay? We got a couple things to remember. Knee over ankle, hip over knee. I'll tell you more about it in a second. But what I need you to do, give me a step back right here. Look, just move back. Hey, work it out. Now, each time you go side to side, you can work that oblique. Here and here. Now, you have to bring the arms in like this. Just groove, nice and easy. Good. Never do it like this. Let's go down. Look. Push, drop, and drop. Now, remember I was talking about knee over ankle and hip over knee? Look, I can point it out for you. So I'm coming here. Look, knee over ankle, boom, hip over knee, drop it, push. Ready? Come on. Give me more. Let's go, push. Hold. Don't get out. Right. Hit again. Hit. Come on. Can you give me more? Push it down. Work. Now, we're going to stay in this just for a little bit longer. Can we do it? Come on, hip hop agile. Go. Don't forget about tighten up those abs. Tighten up. Yeah. Go. Come on. Pass 4, 4, 3, 2. Watch it out right here. Oh, y'all like my lunges? Yeah. Feels good. All right, now. Listen. Take your feet wide. Turn your body to the right side. Now, really hip over knee. Right here. Knee over ankle. Hips, up and back. Look. Up and back. Here. And back. Come on. Go up and back. So I'm lifting. Up and back. Just up and back. Up. 2 more. Up and back. Now listen. Roll the hips to me. Straight circle. Roll around. There, roll. And when you come in, look. Okay, look at it. All engages with a little white. Work. So again, come on, ready? So here we go. Now, take the hips forward, back a little faster. Look. Hips and back. Hips and back. Hips and back. 4 more right here. Go forward. Hip over knee. Ready? And roll it out. Let's go. Open up. Hip it out. Work. You're working those obliques. 4 and 3. And watch it right and left. I go back. Loosen up now. That's called lactic acid. That can you call lactic acid. I'll tell you about that later too. So come on. Let's turn our body to the other side. Because you know what? You gotta do it, y'all. So here we go. And 4. Hip over knee. Knee over ankle. Hips up and back. So up and back. See, up and back. Don't be afraid to put your hand in your stomach. Just feel around. Just start to feel how that's working. But guess what? You're getting long lean while it's at the same time. Here we go. Ready? Take the hip and roll. I said roll in. Roll in. Now I know it's a little sexy, but when you put those jeans on, you're going to feel sexy, girl and boy. Come on. And here. Okay. Work. Are you ready? Hips up and back, tempo, don't forget about the abs. And tighten, and groove, and work, come on, and hit it. Yeah, come on, push. Now circle out, tempo, dig out, and hit it. Dig the shit out, and out. 4 more, go 4, and 3, what? And march it out, yeah. I feel like you do all that in the pot too, but I'm gonna keep it like this. Okay, so come on. All right, now what we gotta do, bring our feet together, because we're going to do some leg raises that's really gonna help you hit. Inner thigh squeeze, arms to the left, ready? Back to foot, push it out, go through this, and go. Every time you come back down, you want to bend your knee. Good quad work there. Okay, now, when you bring it in, I want you to squeeze the inner thigh. Do you guys feel that? Come on, squeeze. And now, come on, give me 8 more. 8 more, come on. It's 8. And 8. Come on, stay with me, push. Flex the foot. Up and down. I only want 4 more like this, and guess what? We're gonna go hip hop ass style, because we're working that oblique too. Ready? 5 and 6. Ready, y'all? Tempo, go, work, push, get out, get me, yeah, go here, come on. You got it. Work through, work through, work through, work through. Push, hey, go, 4 more right here, go 4, and 3, and 2, march it out. Oh, you know what? I was feeling that. You feel good? Now we gotta go to the other side. Remember, in the thigh squeeze, every time you come together, flex that foot and squeeze that oblique. Ready? Here we go. Feet together. Arm to the left side. Here we go. Ready? Take it up. Flex it. And go. Work. And swim that hip. Boom. Ooh. Just swim the hip. You can put your hands here just to feel how that's working it. Remember, bend the knee. Let's go again. Push. Come on. Keep it there nice and slow. Now, squeeze the glute as you lift. So you can wrap it all around there. It's wrapping. Oh my goodness. That feels so good. It wraps like me. Right around those abs. I'm right around those abs every day. You know what I'm saying? So, here we go. Ready? Tempo. Let's work it out. Push. Go. And dig it out. Say yeah, y'all. Say yeah, y'all. Come on, push. Are we there? We got it. Work. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah! How did that feel? Hey! Now listen, grab your mat because we're going to go to the floor so I can do some more hips, buns, and thighs.
Oh, okay.
Hey. Are you ready for some more hips, buns, and thigh action? Well, let's go into the tabletop right here. Okay, now listen. I want you to come with a flat back. Make sure your shoulders, elbows, and wrists are in line. Keep the knee in, tighten up the stomach. Let's go to a leg. Let's back now. Push and back. Good. Extend foot. Come on. Use those toes and push it. Have some fun. Come on. You gotta keep that form, okay? Very important for you to keep your form. Dig in here. Push and back. And get it. Now keep going here. Come on. Go back and in. Squeeze. Come on. Squeeze it. And back. And push. Can I get 4 more, y'all? 4 and back. You got it. 3, 2 more here. Here's 2 right here. Now listen. I need you to just hold it back here. Hold it back and squeeze. Just squeeze that glute. Make it rock hard. So you can look good and feel good. Now start to pulse that heel to the ceiling. And press. And dig. Keep going here. Come on. Push and push. Are you feeling good? Do you feel that burn? Come on. Lift. And up. And lift. And up. Keep going. Lift. Push. Keep those abdominals nice and tight. Come on. Give me 8 more. And 7. And 6. Come on. 4 more right here. Go 4. And 3. You know what? I want you to hold again. Feel the burn. Hold up. Good. Hold here. 1 more right here. And 4 more counts to hold. Now listen. Squeeze your foot into the other side of the body. So you kind of bring your glutes together. And you squeeze it. And you work it. Come on. Push. And push. Are your abdominals engaged? Come on. Keep that flat back. Push. Tighten up. And go. And push. Come on. And dig. And dig. Come on. And keep it going. Work. And give it. Come on. Push. Keep going. How we feeling, y'all? How we feeling? Let's hold it here. Hold it. Hold and squeeze. You gotta hold and squeeze. Come on. Tighten it good. Now listen. Start to bend the leg up. You want to have your leg come at 90 degrees. And if you need to adjust yourself, just adjust yourself just to make sure everything is in line. Now, just the heel to the heel. Go. Press and lift and go. Come on and dig and go. How do we feel? Come on. Feeling good. Push. Go. Come on. 4 more right here. 4 and 3. You know what? I'm going to give you a little bit more. Keep going. Go. Come on. Yes. 4 and 3. Now you can stop. Now come in the child's pose. Quick lift. But you know what? Don't sit down there too long because you got more working out to do. Lift up, underneath and push. Leg press. Push. And back. Oh yeah. We got another side to our body, y'all. We got to bleed Q and bleed fly. I said bleed fly. I meant beat fly. Come on. And go. Come on. Lift and go. You got it. Come on, push. Just keep that going for me. Squeeze it more. Just squeeze it. Look at my buns if you need to. They're there to help you out. Come on. And dig. And work. And push. Come on. Give me 4 more. I said 4. Are you guys ready to move on? Well, then give me 2 more then. Come on. Here we go. Now, hold it back there now. Just hold. Hold and squeeze. Hold and squeeze. Make sure that your alignment is correct. Get abdominal tight and let's start to pulse it up to the ceiling. Lift and squeeze. You know what? That burn feels so amazing to me. I don't know what to do with myself. So come on. Lift. Keep going. Come on. Lift and squeeze. And squeeze. Come on. Go 4 and 3. Now look. Hold it here. Come on. Hold. Now we're going to do the same thing we did on the other side. We're going to start to squeeze our glutes together right here. Let's squeeze them in. Press and press. You guys feel that? You feel that working? Come on. Do you feel it work? I told you that lactic acid was there. It's the most amazing acid you ever see. You feel in your body. Come on. Go. And press. Now, I want you to hold it there. Hold. Just hold and squeeze. Hold and squeeze. Dig it out. 4 more right here. Go 4 and 3. Now what I need you to do is bend the knee again. Bend it up. Put it to the ceiling. Come on, make sure you have that 90-degree feel, okay? Now hold it. Find the position. Press up to the ceiling. Let's go. Come on. And press. And press. Press. Keep going. How we feeling? Push. You know what? Keep going. Come on. Dig through. Work. Work it out. Come on. We got it. You know what? Last 8. Can we do it, y'all? 8. Tighten up. Squeeze. 4 more right here. 4 and 3 and 2. Release, child's pose. That felt amazing. Are you good? Well, you know what? It's time to stretch. So come up right here. Come up. All right. Now look. We're going to stretch it down. I said work. Now, stretch out those feet. Take that deep breath out. This is a fierce workout, so you might as well get into it every day. So come down, touch those toes right here, touch your toes. You're not as flexible, it's okay if you come here, so you quiet your step, or your knees or your shins. Whatever feels comfortable for you. You got that? Here we go. Now, take a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale down. Round the back to lay down. Your abdominals are engaged still. Feel good? Now, bring that leg closer to me and pull it into your chest. You start to feel a little stretch right here in that glute. Right here now. Release and go to the other side. Yeah. Pull it in. Right here. Ready? Switch again. Right here. Switch. Feel it. This is the most amazing part of the workout. Because you're done. Here we go. Switch again. Right here. Switch. Pull it in. Pull it in. Now what I want you to do is I want you to bring both in right here. Bring it in. Squeeze. Hold. For 4, 3. Now shoot your legs down. Keep your inner thighs together. Reach. And you felt those abdominals right there too, didn't you? Now roll over into your stomach and we're just going to stretch them out. Stretch them out good. Now, here we go. Let's keep it moving. Now remember, hands down, elbows down, hips to the floor, and start to just lift it up. Squeeze those hips into the floor and squeeze those buns, because that's what everything stretches. Lift the chest up. Hold it here. You got it. 4 and 3 and 2. Come down right here. Now, you can come all the way back down, or if you want to, you can come back here with me. stay retired if you're not as flexible in the backyard. Okay? Oh yeah, dominant. If you're ready, come with me. Bring your hands back and lift it up right here and press. Don't forget to squeeze those glutes and squeeze your hips in. Does that feel good? All right, let's roll back into child's pose once again. And you can drop the head down and just relax again. Push your hips into the floor. Stretch it out a little bit. Now, come back into tabletop. No, we're not going to do more. The workout's done. Come into downward dog. So you can step your toes back and roll back. And when you can't touch the ground anymore, just roll up. Your chin is the last thing to come up. And then take a good deep breath. Inhale. Exhale down. Now, step up. Take one more deep breath in. Lift. And exhale down. You're like, why are you smiling? I'm smiling because we're done and you did an amazing job. Tomorrow, whatever hip hop ads video you do, all you gotta do is press play.
Yeah, I've done that before. I've done them all. I just forgot. It's been 8 years or so. But at first, though, first where he was doing this thing we were done, I'm like, my legs started to burn. I'm like, oh, this isn't going to work. The whole thing's going to be like this. And it was fine. It's a good warm up. Not as sweaty as I was in the other two. But whatever. One person. Somebody else. It's too quiet. There's no music. Still have a bit of a migraine. Got to music. Okay. Alright, so again, we're doing 2 of 15 this week, not the 1 of 3rd we did for the past 6 weeks, or 5 weeks, and probably whatever. So everything increases from before, but not by much, because we're only switching from 2 sets. Still keeping a total of 30 reps, splitting it in half basically. So, back squats is the first exercise. We did an empty 10-pound bar last time, and I said I would keep that the same if we were doing 1 set of 30. But for 2 sets of 15, we're going to take that up 1 increment. Which on squats, make sure you know, increments for single arms for almost everything is going to be 2 to 3 pounds per side, except for squats, seated calf raises, and the forearm curls, inward forearm curls. Those will all be 5 pounds per side. So, from 10 pounds to 20 pounds on that. So empty 10-pound bar to empty 20-pound bar. At least for the first set. We'll see how the first set goes, and we'll make any adjustments we need for the second set. So. There we go. Alright. And again, this comes up more as soon as I start getting more weight on here, that it makes it more difficult. Put over my neck like that. I will raise these up as needed to do that. But right now I can still just put over my with an empty bar, a couple pounds on this bar, I'll be good. For now. Okay. 20 pounds, 15 reps. definitely pick that one up again. So we did 20 pounds, 15 reps, go to 30. I'm not my usual peppy self. Still have this headache. So instead of 30, I'm going to go ahead and raise it up to the proper height. Just to be sure I'm doing it the right way. I don't want to encourage you to do things wrong after my whole spiel. About not having respect for yourself or anybody else or anything else. So this would be the same height for the back squats as well for the wide Plié squats that is going on my back. So same starting position, same loading position. I'm gonna go down one more to this line for the front squats. For those of you, I think everybody but Twitch can see it, yeah, the chat box is in the way. I'm talking, you probably can't hear me because the music's loud now. I need to see, not right now, but I need to see if that Samsung Music app or download another app that has the, what is that called? What is that called where they keep, no one's here, it doesn't fucking matter. Where they keep the volume consistent all the way through the songs. I used to have a CD player like that. It pissed me off because I was listening. When I was like 14, 15, when Jurassic Park came out, I bought the soundtrack. And the soundtrack was all just like John Williams music. It was all movies, scene, the background music from the scenes, T-Rex attached to Jeep, that shit. And obviously the theme song and the variations throughout the movie. I would listen to that. I would fall asleep to that. Like probably almost instantly tell a Jurassic Park, original Jurassic Park song or music, score, whatever, when I hear it. But CD player, it pissed me off because the CD player would do that, and since that's kind of like classical soundtrack music, it goes up and down a lot. So the high parts would be like mellow and here, and I'm like, okay, cool. And everything else would be like dead quiet. That's supposed to be louder. It would change. Yeah, it would change it so that the quiet parts were too loud, and the loud parts were too soft. We needed the forte and the piazza, whatever that's called. We didn't have it. All right. Anyway, 30 pounds. Give me 30 pounds total. 30 pounds total. 5 on each side. And I think that's what we're doing for the next one too. Yeah. I know this is super light for squats, but I can't wear the glasses while I'm doing the squats. I don't know. It's like staring at the wall. Because it is a concrete wall, concrete block walls. Even though it's painted white, I can still see the lines. So just going up and down with the glass, I don't know. It makes it weird, especially with this headache. But I'm still getting it done. I shouldn't yell. I shouldn't yell. Alright, see, this is the right height, so I can walk it back in and just let it drop. And enough room to walk out. Alright, set 2, 30 pounds. That's the proper way of doing that. Instead of up and over like that. Probably should have wore a bandana. I could go change it. Alright, 30 pounds, 15 reps. We'll take that up. It'll be 40 next time. So the first set next week will be 40. Wide plie squats. We did 10 pounds last time. I have a plus symbol there, which means we would have gone to 20 if it was one of 30 again. That means we're doing 30, and I have 30 on here now. So now, when I was doing the 1 of 30, that 10 pounds on the 1 of 30 made me more out of breath and worked my legs a little bit more than I felt on those ones. So hopefully we'll have that right and adjusted properly by next week. And that was even after doing that shit. Alright, wide plie squats. For me, like I said, you want to turn your feet out. The width for me that's ideal is where the balls of my feet line up with the sides of my squat rack. Okay, if you have this same equipment, that might not be good enough for you. You might be shorter, you might be taller, you might not be as flexible. But whatever, this is definitely a good exercise to do. Alright. Wide plie squat, set number 1, 30 pounds. It's going to be harder to adjust when this is heavier. Now, again, the more weight you have on here, the more likely you're going to tip back. So you have to be very cautious, very conscious about what you're doing. So you don't want your feet all the way turned out because you lose balance. You want them slightly turned out, just enough that you're going to work your inner thighs. But not far enough you're going to lose balance easily. Alright. Wide plie. First set, 30 pounds. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so that was 30 pounds, 15 reps. I'm going to take that up again to 40. So I'm going to replace the 5s and 10s. For some reason I have both 10s over here. Don't know why. I have 1 5 over there, I have 2 5s over here. Actually, I have 4 5s over here. I don't know. It's not even like I want it to be. I'm gonna have to fix that. You don't go buy a weight tree. At least one. They're like 30 bucks. Okay, so 10, 10, 20, and 20 is 40. Okay. Wide plie squat set number 2. Do your best you have your weight. Just slowly get yourself into position. Then go. Alright. Alright, so 40 pounds, 15 reps. That can go up too. So you know what? I'm going to go back here and I'm going to double plus the back squats. So that way they're both going to start with 50 next time. So yeah, we're going to do that. Alright, leg extensions. Bench that set up here. Make sure I'm facing y'all. That really doesn't make a difference. Well, it does kind of on that one. I think I can hold it. All right, am I framing up for everybody here? Back it up a little bit. These glasses. I don't know, I gotta try putting a cleaner on it. But I think they're all nicked up too. But then again, you get like 3 of these for like $10. The other ones are like $25. So that's part of the reason I don't want to wear them down here. See, now this song's fucking quiet. I'm either gonna edit every one of these songs or find something that has that. Where the fuck is it called? What's it called? Anybody there? Do you know what it's called when the player makes the music all the same level? Can't think of the right fucking word for it. Jaden, I know you're watching, and I see you switch from Instagram to TikTok. Look that up. What is that called? Look it up. Tell me what it's called. Where like a music player makes all the music the same volume. I'll be waiting. Alright, leg extensions. We did 35 last time. Said we would keep it at 35 if we were doing one at 30. So that means it's going to go up to 40. So we made it 25, a 10, a 5, I believe, right? 25 and 10 is 35, and 5 is 40. Yeah. First, I need that anyway. Not worried about the bar being up here. Not worried about the rack being up here. That's fine. But make sure I take the weights off. Alright. 25, 35, 40. Alright, 40 pounds. It's a good thing I got like 2 or 3 more of these anyway. Alright. Leg extensions set 1, 40 pounds. 15 reps. One's louder. Now it's quieter. Okay, so 40 pounds, 15 reps. I felt the burning early, but I I didn't really feel the fatigue in that. Does that make any sense? Does that make sense? No. So we're going to go to 45. So we'll take off 5-pounder. I think I got a rusty pen over here. Yep. Alright, 25, 35, 45. Alright, second set, 45 pounds. Alright, so 45 pounds, 15 reps. We're going to keep that one at 45 for next time. Alright, leg curls. Playing all, I got this thing on random play, but it seems like today it's going from loud to short, quiet, loud to quiet every other time. Alright, so, plus I have a headache, so I'm trying not to scream as loud. Leg curls, we did 40 pounds last time. We would have kept that at 40 pounds if we were doing one at 30. Which means we're going to 45, and I have 45 on there right now. So, cool. You know, I should angle this more. We don't gotta keep trying to turn it. Make sure I'm still in frame. And try to walk out of the way. Good there, kind of good there. I guess I'm good over here. Yeah, it's good enough. That's good enough. There. Okay. So 45-pound leg curls, first set. 40. Alright, I did start feeling that one around 11, 12, but I'm going to take it up. So 45 pounds, 15 reps, we're going to go up to 50 for set 2. So in this case, to make it easier, I'm just going to throw the 5 on, the extra 5 on there instead of taking all this off and grabbing the other 25. Exact same thing. Alright, so 50 pounds, set 2. Instagram hasn't turned off yet. Wow. Completely forgot about that. Did I restart already? I didn't restart yet. Alright. We're going to keep that one. Okay, so, what I say every time. 50 pounds, 15 reps. We're also going to keep that one at 50 pounds for next week. Alright, clean this up real fast. I got to put the big one away first. Probably because this goes back here. I have an area to walk in without tripping over many weights. Alright, so I'm going to need the bench again for my seated. I'm getting really fucking hungry. I ate my protein bar. My migraine came back, so I sat for another like half hour, 45 minutes, and then I came down here, then I ran it for about 45 minutes. YouTube, you're not seeing that. That had nothing to do with the workout or anything else. It's been way too long. Alright, so standing calf raises. We did 10 pounds last time, double leg, 10 pounds, that's it. You can do this single leg, like you can get on your calf raise. I need it anyway. I say this probably every time, but I like to reiterate it. If you're using a dip belt like I am, instead of like putting like 100 plus some pounds here, dangling, trying to lower your way up on this thing. If you get to a point where you're putting like a lot of weight on there, you go from doing it 2 legs, doing a single leg. Like right now, I'll tell you right now, if I was doing it no weight, single leg, I probably wouldn't be able to finish the set. I definitely would not have been able to finish the set of 30 doing it that way. I could probably get through it 15, barely. And probably not finish the second set. So anyway, we did 10 pounds last time. We would have kept it the same, double leg, for a 1 to 30, which means you're going to 15. Remember what I said, the seated calf raises goes up in 5-pound increments per leg. Standing one goes up like everything else, 2 to 3 pounds per leg. So with 2 legs, most of us. Bad joke, bad joke. Not meant to be offensive, but bad joke. 10 goes to 15. So I have 2 options. I can use the 2 7.5-pounders, or I can use the 10 and the 5. The 10 and the 5 are right here, and they have bigger holes to go through for this thing. Okay, so that's all you gotta do. And then you just use the bar for balance. here. Alright, so first set, 15 pounds, 15 reps. I'm going to take it up to 20 for the second set. Means over there. Can't use the older rusty one because it doesn't have the these holes. It doesn't really fit through that middle one. That'd be weird using one that way and the other one in the middle. What's going on? There we go. Next time I'm just going to take the weights off completely. So that was kind of awkward. Doing it that way. Alright, second set, 20 pounds. Oh, apologize for not being so entertaining today. I've already mentioned the damn migraines making me feel like ugh. But then again, I never have a lot of followers anyway, so it's no different than before. And when I am trying to be entertaining. Alright, 20 pounds, 15 reps. I'm going to take that up to 25 next time, which means I only have to use the 125-pound plate. Alright, seated calf raises, last exercise. I gotta set this up first. So you need one of these guys. Again, the reason I have to do this is I have to raise it up so my knees are at a height, so I'm short. This is the lowest setting for this bar to get over this lift here. Or else I have to raise it a lot higher. Even higher, so I can do it without taking it up over the bar. So, I would probably have to stack this one, that one, and get 2 more planks to raise that even higher. This needs to come out. Right about leave. About there. I like this to be this way. For some reason. Right about there. First. Alright, almost ready. See, I need to see the calf raise this thing. Be a lot quicker. $20 in wood, a lot cheaper. So we did 80 pounds last week. Lightheaded because I need food. But I got two more sets, one exercise to go. We'll finish this up, suck it up, and go back upstairs. Alright, so we did 80 pounds last time. I said we would take that up. If we're doing 1 at 30, that's going to be a 5 pound per side, 10 pound increment. It means if we've gone to 90, it means we take it to 100 total. So that means we can put 80 pounds on the bar. So 50 pounds per side would be 100 plus the bar. So we can start with 25. It means I need what? 100 pounds, I need 40 pounds on each side. That's 25, 35, 40. 35, 40. Alright, 40, 40, 80, and 100. Okay. So I need my cushion. Then we're all ready to go. I don't know if you can see it or not, whatever. Alright, 100 pounds. Again, you just gotta hold it back a little bit. Make sure it doesn't roll forward. So, no assistance here, it's just me holding to make sure it doesn't fall forward. Alright. Alright, so 100 pounds, 15 reps, taking that up to 110. I'll probably take that up to 120, but we'll go start with 110. So at this point, about 5, about 10, 45, 45, 40, now it's 35, 45, 90, 110. Don't think I should have weight on just one side of this here. At least I should try to make it even. At least try to keep it even, so it doesn't ruin the bar. Alright, so 45, 45, 90. Sedentary, plus lack of eating, plus working out. Not a good combination. Alright, the second set, 110 pounds. There. I am not balanced properly. That's better. Alright. Alrighty, so. Flip over my sandals. Alright, second set, 110, 15 pounds. We take that up, which means we go to 120. So that'll be through the bar with the 50 pounders. Yeah. And we're done. Has it been less than an hour? Has it still only been less than an hour? What time did I get down here? I don't remember restarting Instagram. Did I restart Instagram? I didn't restart Instagram. Has it only been an hour? I don't know. That's cool if it was. Alright, so let me put this shit away here. Damn it! Shouldn't do it that way. I'm not thinking straight. I got a headache. I don't really have a headache anymore. I got a bit of a headache. Not that it's still annoying. Then again, all the energy I got from my protein bar is gone. Has been gone. First here. I normally do this with the music on. Keep the weight, put the shit away with the music on. Then I turn the music off. I don't know. See, it'll hold a decent amount of weight on that side. I'm not going to attempt to let it hold more than 50 pounds though. Because that's the biggest weight I have. And I know it'll hold that one. Because I've tried it. I think I went over that yesterday. I talked about that yesterday. Yeah, because I was doing the deadlifts. I put it up here to put the weight on it. What's that? There for now. Last thing to go. There. All done. Okay. So, I could have done a lot more on this today, but having a migraine, I probably could have taken these up double increments each time, but again, having a migraine, knowing I was running low on energy after but the migraine more so the killer. So, yeah, that's it. Tomorrow we start the cycle back over. We're back on chest, shoulders, and triceps. Different exercises than the Monday. And then, chest, shoulders, triceps, and again, abs, back, biceps. And then legs, again, Saturday. And then stretch day on Sunday. So, again, same exact routine as we've been doing for the whole time, except we just switched the set to rep ratio on it. Also, the only difference with the abs are doing 2 sets of 30 as opposed to 2 sets of 15. You can choose to do 2 sets of 15 if you would like, just adding weight if you want bigger, bulkier abs. I don't want big, bulky abs. I want tight, toned, defined abs. So I'm going to continue to tighten, tone, and define my abs as opposed to building them up huge. I will add weight as needed, if needed, to that. So you can choose to do whichever you want on that. Also, the ab work is going in a superset form. So, like yesterday, I did crunches, reverse crunches, oblique crunches, crunches, reverse crunches, oblique crunches, as opposed to doing both sets of crunches first, and then both sets of reverse crunches, then both sets of oblique crunches. Because there was no weight involved in that. It's just real quick, get it done, get done. You can do the next sets while you have your rest time for the first set. So, and they do hit different parts. Crunches hit up here, reverse crunches hit here, side crunches hit here. So, yeah, that's it. Again, anybody who has been watching or is watching on YouTube, apologize for my demeanor. I'm bleh today. But I still need to get my workout. Thank you. That makes me feel better. I appreciate it. You just came in just at the right time for me to leave. With that old Steeler fan. Thank you. So yeah, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, all the same usernames. Whichever you prefer to follow me on, whichever you're following me on, whichever you're watching me on, that's fine, perfectly great. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. What's up? I just finished my workout, and it was not very entertaining today. I had migraine this morning. I was late coming down here. Other than that, I'm okay. Seems like the rest of the day is going to go better. Seems like my headache's going away. As soon as I go eat, I should be fine. Before I started, I went on a rant about the shootings, the recent shootings, because I felt I needed to address it, even though it has nothing to do with it. So at this point, I'm starving. I've been down here way too long without eating much more than a protein bar this morning. But anyway, again, I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much for those likes. All 4 platforms, all the same username. You can find me on whichever one. If you want to go back and rewatch the videos, they're going to be up on YouTube. The workout videos, I don't know why you would. I don't even want to sit through them when I edit them, but any questions, comments, concerns? Yeah, it's a sad story. No, it's not. It's not really a sad story, but the shootings. I thought you meant my migraine and being hungry. Yeah, it's always a sad story. Yeah, it is. And I 100% blame the individual and his parents and whoever gave him access to the firearm for that, and nobody in society teaching him respect for the tools and equipment that he has his hands on, or for himself or for others. Very sad, very sad situation. And it's very sad that we as a society have allowed this to be a thing, become a thing. We are coddling people so much that they don't know anymore when something's wrong. It's the whole thing, you know. Do these pants make me look fat? Oh no, you look great. We lie to people. Very true. Guns are the tools that are used wrong. I kind of mentioned at the beginning. I picked up my hammer that's sitting over here. I'm like, this is an assault weapon if I choose to make it an assault weapon. But no one's going to say ban hammers. I understand that guns are easier to use to kill people than a hammer is. But yeah. Anyway, and I know guns are designed. That's their whole purpose is to kill people. That's what they were designed to do, to kill people and things, anything. That was the whole purpose of them, obviously. But they were also designed to be used only when needed for survival purposes, whether that's yourself in a attack or yourself because you need to eat. That's the purpose. It's for survival. It's not to punish others. It's not what they're for. But yeah, I went on a whole rant at the beginning, so I'm not going to get into it now because I'm going to like get dizzy and pass out here shortly if I don't get upstairs and eat. So, but yeah, I will probably make a few videos on that later about that. Basically, what I went over earlier, I'll probably do that here later today, since I will probably. Isn't that with that little kid? Probably. Yeah, I'll have time to make a video. I'll probably address that later today. But yeah, as far as workout goes, you can find the workout videos in full on YouTube. They are updated as of yesterday's video, all uploaded to YouTube. I have no life. I have absolutely no life. I do this, I go to work, I go upstairs, I edit the videos, I go to bed, I try to give my cat some attention, try to get some TV time in. That's about it. That's sad. It's very sad. Then my son comes over once a week and we hang out. So other than that, that's about it. That's all I got. So yeah, if you have any comments, questions, concerns regarding the workouts and stuff, or fitness in general, or anything else, please direct any of those to my TikTok. It's my main account. It's where I mostly am. I would appreciate it. I will respond to you if you communicate with me on the other apps as well. And all my Instagram posts are being duplicated onto Facebook as well. So if you're seeing those on there, whatever communication apparatus you want to use is fine with me. But I would prefer that you go to TikTok, direct those to my fitness journey playlist. Or the Q&A feature, so I can make video responses to you. That would be my preferred method of communication. But I will respond to you on the other apps as well. Also, all the videos on my fitness journey playlist that I have here on TikTok are uploaded afterwards as well onto YouTube as under the same name playlist. And then Instagram and Facebook also have all the progress pictures first to current each week, along with the highlight reels and the results. So basically, pretty much almost everything that's in my fitness journey playlist on Facebook and Instagram, but obviously it would be easier to find on those two. I'm rambling now because I'm thinking about making my food. So. I've been watching my carbs, eating a little lighter, starting to get my energy back after COVID. That's good. That's definitely good. Yeah, again, you want carbs, you just want the good carbs. You want about 40% of your diet to be carbs, okay? Then you want to be about, so depending on what you're going for, you want You want that last 60 to be, on average, roughly even split between protein and fat. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're going for more building, you want more protein than fat. But you still want to keep about 40 grams of carbs. But you can get that, you want fiber, you want whole grain, you want vegetables, light fruit, because fruit it's still sugar. Even though it's natural sugar, it's still sugar. It's not processed, so it's better for you. I try to have 1, maybe 2 pieces of fruit a day, like apple, banana, orange, something like that. Usually it ends up being a banana because of the potassium. Bananas are good for you after a workout, by the way. So a lot of times when I'm working out harder, when I was doing my harder workouts years ago, I would go upstairs. Like I went to GNC to, I'm like, I want to try something different. I want something more of a complex protein powder as opposed to just the regular whey stuff and whatever. He goes, "This is great. Yeah, I take this with me." The dude's all bro, college frat boy, jack type, looking dude, and he's like, "Yeah, that's what I do. Just drop it in some water. It tastes just like chocolate milk." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't do that." He goes, "Huh?" He goes, I take 8 ounces of milk, a banana, and the chocolate mix or a vanilla mix, and basically he goes, "Why would you do that?" I'm like, "Because it's my breakfast." He goes, "Oh yeah." Because I would come downstairs on just a, honestly, on just a pre-workout, and I would do two or three hours worth of work, unlike I'm doing now, on just a pre-workout. Then I would go upstairs and make that protein shake, and that would last me until the next, about 3 hours worth of time. But banana's great to fuel your body right after a workout, refuel your body after a workout. Obviously the protein powder, after you just worked out your body, worked out your muscles. The milk has more protein and calcium and all other shit in it, so it's a great breakfast drink. Right now I'm at a protein bar before I come down to make sure I have I have something in my stomach. I do my workout, then I go upstairs, and then I usually bake eggs, turkey bacon, cottage cheese, and a V8. That's my go-to breakfast. But if I'm in a hurry, I'll have some Quaker Oats. They have high fiber, high protein oatmeal now, instant oatmeal. I know that's still kind of sugary and salty, but whatever. It's a hell of a lot better than their other shit, the regular stuff. Doesn't taste as good, but I've gotten used to it. Obviously the regular maple and brown sugar stuff is a lot sweeter than the less sugar, higher protein, higher fiber one. But that's what I've been jumping back and forth between the last 6 weeks, and I've continually lost weight. So there's nothing wrong with it. Is there a vegetable supplement you can take? I'm bad about getting enough veggies. V8. If you're worried about your salt intake, you can get the lower sodium. V8 is great. It's not really a vegetable supplement, I don't think. It might make something. But potatoes are also good. Okay, and limited, like not fried, not fried potatoes. Sweet potatoes, I love sweet potatoes. And all you need is a little bit of butter and cinnamon. Cinnamon has like nothing to it, but it's got health benefits to it. Cinnamon has you don't want to put all that brown sugar and marshmallow shit on there. I mean, you probably do, but I do, but I don't. I take a little bit of butter. Honestly, I use spray butter most of the time because it's easier. It's already melted, basically. I know it's oil. Try to avoid it as much as possible, but I'll use that, just kind of coat my steaks when I make it, and then it's out, and I usually just do that. I always forget to buy regular butter. But no, potatoes are good for you. They're you can survive on just potatoes alone. You're going to lose a lot of weight, and you're going to be not super healthy, but you can eat potatoes alone. Like the Martian, Matt Damon, when he did on Mars, there was a guy who actually did that, I think, way before that, and that's probably where they got that idea from for that movie. Some guy lived on potatoes alone. That's why the potato famine was such a a horrible event back whenever the hell that was, you know, in Ireland. Scotland? Ireland's potatoes, right? But yeah, they had the potato famine, and it devastated them. So, but yeah, baked potatoes. You can microwave them for like 9 minutes with some holes in it. No, that's not the proper way of doing it, but it still cooks it. But 9 minutes is a lot quicker than 45 minutes to an hour. So I usually microwave my potatoes. But supplement, no. Those veggie chips, those baked veggie chips, they're not the best thing either, but at least they're veggies. They don't taste horrible. They're a little more expensive. But yeah, if you have 1 cup of V8 a day for every few days. I like it. Not very many people like V8, but I love V8. Lost 30 pounds one time on potatoes alone. Yeah, see, cling wrap and nuke them. They hold their moisture. I don't even do that. I rinse it off, obviously, because you know, half the time they're dirty. Depends on where you buy them from or when you buy them. But I've had some fairly decently clean potatoes before. But yeah, I usually rinse it under the sink, and then I poke holes in it. I just throw it in the microwave on a plate. You know, 4 minutes. I flip it over, and then do 4 more minutes. Probably don't have to flip it over. And I've never had an issue with it not being moist. So, but that works too. Some people wrap them in wet paper towels as well, but you always want to poke holes in it so they don't explode. If you want to do it that way, I mean, they always taste a little bit better out of the oven. Of course, when they roll them in salt too, because that also holds the moisture in, which is weird. You think it would pull the moisture out, but and all that salt's on the outside, not the inside, anyway. It does add a little bit of flavor to it as you're eating it, because I think some of it gets in there. But I personally don't coat them in salt. The restaurants do. They coat them in butter and salt before they put them in the oven. That gives them that extra little kick. Not like kick in spice, but kick in flavor. But yeah, I mean, a salad, you can eat if you eat leafy salads, you can eat as much as you want. They never limit you on those. When they want you to say, oh, you can have this amount of, you need a 2,000 calorie diet, you need this much, you can eat as much salad as you want, because there's like almost no calories in the salad. Well, the salad mix in green vegetables. Green leafy vegetables have like no calories. So, but yeah, if you don't want a salad, you can. I don't usually want a salad. I'll try packing salads. I'm like, it's easy. I just throw the shit in the thing. I take one of my cooked chicken breasts, slice it up, throw it in there, and then I'll take a side of like ranch. Not really ranch. Sometimes ranch. Every so often I'll take ranch because I love ranch. But usually Italian, or I had this stuff. If you like salads, I love this. It is so good. It's Paul Newman raspberry walnut vinaigrette. Oh my god, it's so good. Portion of it looks like my I don't know, I'm going to turn off Twitch anyway. It said it was done, but whatever. Okay, I know it's been way more than an hour. How is Instagram still on? It's weird. It's been way more than an hour. I must have restarted it at some point. I don't remember doing it. But yeah, after like 2-3 days of eating salad, I'm like, I want more salad. And one thing I always tell people, I'm like, unless you're like watching 100% of everything, like you are going for this like perfect bodybuilder fitness model competition thing. If you want ranch dressing on your salad, have a little bit of ranch. Don't go overboard. Don't drown it in ranch dressing, obviously. But I mean, if you're eating a big giant bowl of salad and a chicken breast, I mean, you got like nothing in there. But you know, the lettuce is all empty calories, and then the chicken breast is usually going to be lean anyway. You can afford to have a little bit of ranch dressing every so often, you know. And like if I'm gonna eat a 40-calorie salad, I can afford to have the, you know, 150 calories of ranch dressing, you know, as long as I'm not doing it every day, all day long. The guy he's on TikTok. He always has the ranch dressing bottle, never talks. I love that guy. I'm not trying to be mean to him right now. I just think it's funny. He just says he's like funny. We got cute videos. They're cute. So always like offering to share his food and his ranch dressing with somebody. And then I saw it live. And he was talking. I said, wait, you can actually talk. Everybody was like that because he never talks in his videos. But yeah, you can afford to have some crap every so often. So, but yeah, V8. That's the best thing you can do. Again, you can go with the lower sodium. Doesn't taste as good. Doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't taste as good. It's like a lot less flavor to it than anything else. They also had the hot and spicy version. You can get those Bolt House Farms. They have vegetable. They're 100% carrot juice. I'm telling you right now, is 100% carrot juice. It's disgusting. I got it. I'm like, I like carrots, and I'd like, it was like eating baby food, drinking baby food. But their green medley one is actually pretty good. It looks disgusting, but it's pretty good. Whether green machine, whatever it's called. It's not horrible. It's not good, but it's not horrible. But yeah, you can. It's basically what you can do for a vegetable supplement. But I have a V8 almost. I have 8 to 10 ounces. I have these smaller cups, about that big. These, you know, the cups you buy at like the grocery store have all the little kids stuff on it for $1. You know, those little bins you walk by. You know, they perfect where the kids can see them in the grocery stores. You know, they have all the characters on it. I have like 1,000 of those, and it wasn't because the kids wanted them; it's because I wanted them. I'm like, ooh, look at all these ones. Do we have these ones yet? Gotta get them. But yeah, they're 12 ounce. They're like a 12-ounce cup, so I fill it almost all the way up. So it's about 10 ounces or so. You can buy the cans. They taste really good out of the cans. Nice cold can of V8. It's so good. But it's cheaper to buy it in bulk in the bottle. So, and since I don't take it with me anywhere, it's fine. But it does taste. It's like pop. You know, it tastes so much better out of cans than anything out of a plastic bottle. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go eat. We went over everything, right? TikTok's my main account. Fitness journey playlist. Blah blah blah. I did all that. Yes. Okay, so